Like and subscribe or you will never get a girlfriend. What's up guys, and welcome back to SkyDiverge. So today we will be taking a look at a Dr. Phil episode of this kid who is addicted to Fortnite. I honestly found this really interesting. It ended up going really bad for the kid in the end. Use code SkyDiverge in the item shop, but now let's jump right into it. So this particular kid that we are going to be focusing on today is only 12 years old. Despite being so young, due to the child's access to violent video games, he says some of the stuff that you just shouldn't say, like, ever.
This is my baby, my prized possession. I love video gaming. Every day I get home, I just want to play. Oh, here I come, here I come, here I come. This is my final time. You wasn't expecting this, boy! From
the very start that this young boy is obsessed with his Xbox, and he even admits to it, saying that it's the only thing he wants to do when he gets home from school.
I don't want to sound like I'm a future serial killer, but it's fun. Like when you drive a minivan through a crowd of people. In the gaming world, you can get away with stuff. And so cars, you can kill people. You're going at each other full force with guns blazing. Nobody will arrest you for public indecency.
Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat exactly what this kid just said, as I don't know if I'm allowed to, but you guys heard it yourself. He thinks it's fun and takes pride in wiping out other people. And you guys all know what I mean by wiping out.
Sometimes when people are acting stupid, I get mad. Double barrel! Sometimes they say some stuff that has got me banned multiple times. One time, my console wasn't working. I took a rock, but I threw it at the TV.
So I guess the kid has actually been banned from Xbox Live, I'm assuming, multiple times for some of the derogatory language that he uses online. And to think that every time he gets his account banned that has an active Xbox membership on it, yeah, that's going to end up being a bit pricey for his mother.
Let go of me! Let go of my shirt! Stop it!
When somebody tries to mess with me when I get mad, I will punch, slap, hit, bite. I grab a golf club and I go crazy on my door. These are the holes from where I did it. It was an argument and I just had to come in here, release my anger.
I can't believe his mother let this kind of behavior continue. It's caught to the point where she can't even do anything about it. But now let's check out what happens when Dr. Phil meets a kid for the first time.
At home, I kind of have free range because everybody knows. When I get that mad, you don't come over to hit me, to punish me, to silence me, because I'll hit you.
Use really bad language. You yell at her, you scream at her to get in here, peasant. You've locked her out of the house. I mean, you kind of do what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty funny because Alex here knows what he's doing sounds crazy, but he's just so used to it now that it doesn't even faze him. And you can tell he's almost trying to hold back his laughter while on stage.
Stop, do what your mother tells you to do.
She doesn't really do anything to stop me sometimes.
So you're in charge?
Most of the time, yeah.
So next, Dr. Phil presents a scenario that might bring the young kid to realize that his mother actually does quite a lot for him, like cooking and overall just taking care of him on a daily basis.
Since you're in charge, what would you do?
I would cook, I would make food,
What would you cook?
Sandwiches.
Now get this, the kid just said he was going to cook a sandwich. Not only does that make zero sense at all, but then Dr. Phil hits him with the question, where are you going to get the stuff needed to cook a sandwich from?
Where would you get the stuff to cook a sandwich?
From the pantry.
You're going to eat that stuff up in a few days and then it's empty. What are you going to do to get food in there?
Dr. Phil at this point is just blown away at how this kid thinks he can take care of himself without his mother, and it's quite hysterical.
Work.
Where are you going to work? You're 12.
I could walk dogs.
How much you get paid for walking dogs?
Maybe $5 a day.
Alex seems to think that he can live off of $5 a day. Yeah, right. Even the audience starts laughing at how ignorant this kid is.
Use the money responsibly, you could easily make a living.
$5 a day?
At this point, Alex sort of realizes how much he is taking his own mother for granted, and you can tell he seems sort of sorry.
Sometimes, yes.
Do you think that she owes it to you to provide you with video games and a nice house and all that?
No.
So now we're going to jump on over to the following episode of Dr. Phil, where it's only the mother and another lady, which we now know is her sister. They had Alex sit out for this one to talk about what to do with their current situation.
If you're so desperate, why did you not write in? Why did your sister write in? 9 times.
Okay, now we just found out that the mother wasn't even the one who tried to get on the Dr. Phil show, but it was her sister, which would be the kid's aunt. I find this unbelievable, and the mom probably didn't even see the problem until her sister brought it to her attention.
I guess I'm just complacent to it. I'm used to it.
I feel like I know what's wrong with him. My question is, what's wrong with you?
In this episode, though, I think it's going to be all about her, I guess, and not the kid. You can see the audience even cheering after Dr. Phil throws a slight roast at her.
Your old child yelling, "Get in here, peasant. Bring me this," and what do?
I do it.
Holds a sign up to the window, "I will let you in if you go get me Starbucks." And you go get it.
Okay, this is way too funny. The kid's in charge of everything. It's almost as his mother is his slave.
Come on, help me. I'm just an old country boy. You have to help me understand how this makes sense.
I've been in school for the last 18 months, and I'm gone 4 nights a week.
Right.
And
We learn near this point, though, that the kid's mother is not home most of the time, which has most likely led to this bad behavior. She does seem a little old to be going to college, though. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there.
12-hour shifts on the weekends, and his dad has had anxiety disorder and heart issues, and so physically and emotionally he wasn't able to handle him.
However, it seems like the mother is doing the best she can, as the kid's dad is never around and the mother is working all day long just to get by.
And so by the time I got home from work, I work 40 hours a week as well. So by the time I got home, I'm just so tired and mentally and physically exhausted that I would just do whatever I had to do to keep the peace.
Okay, now,
We are going to learn in a second that the kid's bad behavior may have actually contributed to his father passing away from a heart condition a few months prior to being on the TV show.
his dad passed away
September.
in September of last year, right? And from a heart condition, correct?
Yes.
And your son barely shed a tear, right?
Yes.
The way that he treats her is just deplorable. But I think she was crippled a little bit by her husband in the way that he kept things super secret. So she wasn't allowed to talk to me about it.
Anyways, the mom's sister is going to give a more of an insight on how she saw things develop from her point of view of the situation.
At that point, I thought maybe she'll kind of take control and it'll get better. And it just got worse.